could try to play, but you're never gonna beat me. Look the other way, what I'm doing ain't easy. Bloody hands stained from the people who deceive me. Muddy hands break through the chains, go free me. Looking for change, looking for pain, pulling a mob, pushing a train. I'll never stop, stick to a lane, pick up the pieces and go rearrange. I'll be the best above all the rest.
Alright folks, now what we're going to do is we're going to be working on the stair landing. Now this measures 7 feet across, or just shy of 7 feet, or just over 7 feet, I can't remember now. Just over 7 feet. And about 4 feet deep. Let me show you why. So these post brackets are what I used on the corner of the deck here. As you can see, anchored it in. I still need to come back and actually anchor the actual wood post into it, but there's one right here as well, which is at the top of the stairs, and as you can see is, doesn't look like on the camera, but this actually lines up perfectly with this. So when I come down here, this will sit right about here and actually become, or actually it'll probably be closer to, as close as I can get to the deck as possible, or the tread as possible, but I still have to put a piece of trim on here. So yeah, but it'll be about like right about there. So I wanted to make sure that I had enough clearance. If you look at that, you don't want to put an anchor too close to the edge of the concrete because it will blow out. But also, those posts are cemented in. I probably still need to kind of clean up a little bit, get deck down to the concrete, but this pad over here is like 4 inches, drops down to 6 inches, and it's going to wrap around that post all the way up to the bottom of the stair tread. So the stair tread's still sitting on the concrete. The post is going to be concreted in 6-inch form. However, I did fill it in, pound it, or compacted up to roughly about 4 inches. Now, according to the online calculator, Quikrete, I need 17 bags of 80-pound to fill a 4-inch thick concrete pad, that size, square footage, whatever, 7.5 by 4. Put into the calculator on Quikrete, shows up as 17 bags at 80. I grabbed another 3 bags of 60 because of that. I don't know if you want to call it a footing or that extra flare out, that toe down or whatever. I still feel that's probably not going to be enough. However, I have probably another 6 bags in the garage as a backup if I need it. So this is what we got going on today. We are going to get this footer done, or this landing pad done. Got the concrete mixer ready, got my tools ready, I got the rebar ready to go in. Yeah, at this point. Oh, as far as concrete vibrator, I don't have one of those, so I'll be using the Sawzall. Took the blade off, all that kind of stuff. Other than that, I think I have everything, so I'm just going to put you guys over there, let you guys watch the process, and we'll talk when it's done. Alrighty, so got that done. I ended up using exactly all the bags that I brought out. Got all that done, got some lunch, and now we're looking at this. Now, this is the point where I will sit here. I mean, it's kind of still a little wet. Not really leaving fingerprints. So this is where I'll grab my magnesium float. I'll float it a little bit, and I'll try to put an edge around there. So let's get that taken care of. Alright, so it's been another hour, and as you can see, I mean, you can still kind of see the magnesium float marks, but what I'm looking for right now is I can actually barely leave my fingerprints, a little bit gets left on. What we're going to do now is we're going to put a broom finish on this. The reason why you would want to do a broom finish instead of putting a steel float over this is because it's a sidewalk, and as you walk on it during snowy, icy conditions, you don't want that ice to be on there nice and slick and whatnot. So there's two different ways you can do this. The first one would be to run your broom with the stairs. Now that would give you a little bit of traction as you come down, or you can run down this way, which is the way I'm going to run it, because it gives me all these little broom strokes, and I did put a little bit of a slope to this pad, so the water will sit in those slopes and just go down. Now as I continue around the tree and all these bricks and then go out the gate, once I get to that corner, I'll do like 45 strokes and then run it that way. That way you have better grip when you're walking. But let me show you how I'm going to do this. So I got me a regular old push broom, granite, a little harder, stiffer bristle. Get some of this stuff cleaned off real quick. And this is an ever so slight touch. Now this is not obviously not the right broom to oh, damn it. Not the right broom to do this with. And there you can go, you can see it now. I don't really like the boogers in there, so it might be still slightly too wet, but I'm gonna go ahead and run it. Maybe just not push down as hard. Overlap just a little bit of downward pressure. Clean off the bristles. Now the last thing I want to do is do the edge one more time. And that's just a personal preference. I like that look better than the whole broom all the way around it. So as you can see right here, what I was running into is the concrete's getting a little wet, a little dry. So I got my tool wet. I had to waste some more water from the concrete. There we go. This having this tree here is kind of screwing me. In whatever direction I'm traveling, I have a slight, so I'm coming back and having the direction of travel slightly uphill. The tail end is in the concrete. There we go. And just like that, this is done. I'm gonna let this cure. Oh, it's probably gonna be a good day or so, but I mean, I could probably walk on it later tonight. It's about 3 o'clock now, maybe 3:30ish or so, but I'll let it dry some more. I'll sweep off a little bit of the extra boogers there, but there we go. Now the splash on the stair tread, stair riser, that'll come off really easy. I'm not worried about that. But yeah, that's this part done. Alright folks, there it is. As you can see, concrete's been, forms have been removed. It's been a couple days, probably about a week now since I did it. Removed the forms tonight after work, and it's looking really good. I'm not seeing any cracking on the side. The edging is looking really good. The broom's looking really good. Obviously the dogs have already kind of already made their tracks on it. You can kind of see, alright, where this cuts CJ, a little clear stain right there is where I've been putting their dog bowl at when they're outside. So a little teaser for next video: lights. So everywhere there's a piece of blue tape is where I'm going to be putting lights. So if you want to see that episode and how that's done, click on the next video, and we'll see you on the next video when we're doing the lights on this thing.